Within BIM360, daily logs are used to track weather conditions, labour metrics, progress notes and photos. Users on your project are able to create, update and publish multiple logs for each day of the project. Daily logs can be accessed by going to the module selector, then choosing Field Management. Here we have the Daily Logs tab. It's important to note that only the current and past dates can be edited in the daily logs. General notes can be added to future daily logs, and these can automatically be edited while they're in progress. But once a log is published, it can no longer be edited. To create a daily log, simply select the date from the calendar on the left-hand side. We're going to add a new daily log for today. Simply select Create New Daily Log, and this will open up the daily log screen. It's important to note that once you create a new daily log, the log will automatically be named after the user. Here you can simply select the edit key and you can add a name for today's log. I'm simply going to add today's date. Once you're happy with the name of the log, select the blue tick. You can then get the weather. If you want to change the location, you can hover over the location field and enter a new location. Once the new location is added, select the blue tick. This will then define the location, then use the Get Weather button to get the weather for this location. BIM360 will overwrite the existing data, and now you have the weather in San Francisco defined. You can add any weather notes for this particular day, and then you can begin the task of adding the labour details. This is where we add in the company and the number of workers and the hours worked. To add a labour item, simply select Add Labour Item, then choose a company, then add the number of workers and then the number of hours worked on that day. You can add multiple companies by adding another labour item, then choosing the students, saying there are 4 student workers and they have worked 8 hours each. You can also add any subsequent notes and photos required from that day on site. Once you're happy with all the information, you can then publish. As we have previously stated, once the daily log is published, we cannot edit it. Please ensure that all the information is correct before you publish. Selecting the Publish button will then publish the daily log and save it. Once again, it's noted that the daily log cannot be edited. Once we are happy, select the Publish button. This has now published the daily log. We can retrospectively go back and add daily logs for previous days. Here I'm going to add a daily log for the 26th, then click New Daily Log. Again, I'm going to set the name, select the blue tick to confirm, change the location again, get the weather details, and then adding the labour items. Again, I'm going to choose Module Leader, 1 worker, and I've only worked for 5 hours on this day. I'm going to add in an external examiner, 1 worker, and they have worked for 2 hours. Repeat the process and add a teaching assistant with 1 number worker and 1 hour worked. Once I'm happy with everything, I can now publish the log. Clicking the back arrow, we can now go back and look at all the daily logs for these particular days. Using this calendar, we can use weeks, and you'll see now we have 2 daily logs for each of the days required. Reviewing these daily logs, you can click in and you can see that the information has now been added and saved. This completes the process of adding daily logs within BIM360.